Sophomore year, you're not the youngest, you're not the oldest, you're not about to be a senior, and you're not an upperclassman, so you're just there. I feel like a 7th grader still, to be honest. Thumbs up this video if you hate school, but you still feel like you're in 5th grade, even though you're not. Hi guys, so today I'm back with another video. It was at this moment during editing that Hannah realized this whole video was out of focus. Please disregard. And I'm going to be doing a sophomore year advice video, and for those of you guys who have been watching me on YouTube here for a long time, you guys will know that I have done the 8th grade year advice and freshman year advice video. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, it's because I've had this cough for a couple days now. And I don't really know why I've had this cough. It's just like all of a sudden I've just been coughing and my throat feels like it's losing my voice or something. But I'm just going to be doing the sophomore year advice today, and I've written down several points that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is choosing classes wisely. At the end of freshman year, you'll get the registration card and it'll have all the class choices on it. And I want to say to you guys to try to challenge yourself as much as possible with classes, because at my school we have AP classes and honors classes, and I did like all the possible AP and honors classes that I could take. We don't have an IB program at my school, but I know like schools around my school do, so if you have that, that's cool, like you should do it or something. I'm not even really sure what it is, but it seems like it's a good thing. But I took English honors, chemistry honors, algebra 2 honors, and AP world history, and that was my only AP class, and that was my first AP class. And I know, like straight up, I knew I failed my AP exam for that class, but I feel like it was good that I opted to take that, because colleges will look at that and be like, oh wow, she actually tried to challenge herself. So I'm going to be taking AP US history next year as a junior, because I'm going to be a junior next year. So I'm going to take that. And then my electives, I did chorus and SGA, and I'm taking Spanish 2 online right now. And I should finish that up around Christmas, which, yay! And try to think about the future at the same time while you're choosing your classes. I know that was like a big thing for me. I was like, okay, if I take this now, what am I going to take junior year? Like, I kept thinking of that. I did end up having to have a schedule change at the beginning of sophomore year just to get out of Spanish, so I could take that online instead, so I could take chorus. But just weigh your options and think about classes, and don't just take classes just because your friend's in them. I know that's a big thing for some people. They're like,
oh, I have to switch classes because my friend's in this class and I want to be in this class with my friend.
No, you shouldn't do that. Okay, and my next point leads to trying to think about college early. I didn't really do it this year at all, and now I'm like, okay, I don't really know where I want to go to college or what I want to do in life, because I haven't really been thinking about that. I'm hoping it'll just come to me sometime this year. And I took the ACT, and I did an ACT prep course, and that would be another thing to start like prepping for the ACT and SAT, and just looking at like what kinds of scores you're going to need to have for colleges you're interested in, or like any other minimum scores you might need for scholarships you're looking into or anything. Yeah, I just don't know where I want to go to college yet, so I still have to figure that out. Okay, the next thing I have is to abide by your school's dress code. And this mainly applies if you're a girl, because I got dress coded my first week of high school, or first week of sophomore year. I was wearing a like tank top that was literally probably like this wide. It was 2.75 inches wide, and they dress coded me for it because the rule at my school is 3 inches wide. But some schools don't really have that strict of a dress code, so it's not that big of a deal. This is like not a serious tip or whatever. It's just like a, hey, watch out, you better not get dress coded kind of thing, because I don't like to get in trouble at school. I get scared. No, like I don't like to get in trouble. It scares me. So make sure you abide by your school's dress code. Sophomore year is also the year a lot of people get their driver's license, depending on like if you got your permit on time. I got my permit on time. My birthday was May 14th, and I got my permit the day after that, so I was able to get my license the day after my birthday this year, and I can drive now. So that's like a super exciting highlight of being a sophomore, as you're turning 16 and getting your license and all that. And I was like late compared to everybody else since I have a late birthday, so I got my license like a couple weeks before school got out. So a lot of people already had their license, which was kind of sad. Driving sophomore year, yeah, so that's like a super positive thing about sophomore year, like one of the only positive things. Okay, the next thing I have is try to radiate positivity. Be friendly to everyone. I know this can be hard depending on your circumstances, like because I get super stressed out with schoolwork and everything that goes on. Like the workload for me is just like insane sometimes. Like I just get really overwhelmed and like I forget to like be happy towards people because it just like negativity affects me, and you can tell like when I'm in a bad mood really easily, and I need to be like better about that and try not to let tests stress me out and all that, because it just affects me like overall. I need to not let things ruin my school day, and also try to be nice to everyone, whether you know them or not, or whether you like them or not, because you guys never know what people are going through, and they may need a friend or a smile during class or help with a math problem. So always try to be as nice as possible to people, because you never know whose day you could make being nice and do unto others as you'd have them do to you. That's not just for sophomore year, that's basically like in every life situation. Hold yourself to a high standard and don't wait till the last minute to do things, because that's what my problem was this year with most of my school stuff. I waited till the last minute to do a lot of things. Like I'd have an essay and I'd be like,
oh no man, I've got time, I'm gonna do that the night before it's due at like 11 o'clock.
And that was like a big mistake of mine, because I'd be sitting there writing an essay and then it would be like a poor quality essay and I'd be like,
whatever, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Try to do things the minute you get them. I know it can be hard for some people because a lot of you guys out there do like sports and extracurricular activities and all that, but whenever I do something, which is rare, I rarely do things without procrastinating. Whenever I do things like on time, I don't know about you guys, but it like relieves the back of my head. Like in the back of my head I had this little buzzer going off that I'm like, you need to do this math assignment. If I do it, then it's like, okay, well that's not due till a week later, but I've already got it done, so I don't have to sit here and stress about it and think about when I have to do it, and clear a spot in my schedule to sit down and actually do my math homework. But don't always try to read too much into what people are saying, and don't let little things get under your skin and bother you, because that's like a problem of mine. Like little things get under my skin and it annoys me to the max, and I'm just like, I'm so annoyed, because in the long run it's not worth it. And like little things that got under my skin this year, I probably don't even remember like the stuff that happened during sophomore year that was like trivial, because it doesn't really affect me in the long run. So don't read too much into it and don't let it bother you, because you are just there to do school and do it. So yeah, so I think that's it for this video. There's a bee. Oh my god. That's probably kind of short, but I don't really have a lot to say because sophomore year is just kind of there. If you guys are going to be sophomores next year, the 2015-2016 school year, then give this video a big thumbs up, because I want to know who's going to be a sophomore that actually watched this video, because I think it's cool, like when I see responses from you guys that I know I like impacted you in some kind of way. So thumbs up this video if you're a sophomore. And I'm going to be a junior next year, so I just finished my sophomore year in 11th grader. If you guys have any advice tips of your own that you want to share with everybody, please leave them in the comments below, because I don't know if I forgot anything, or if there's anything you guys think would be beneficial to people watching this video in need of advice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you are a freshman or an 8th grader or in middle school, I have other videos that I've done in the past. They're probably not very good because I don't know what I was talking about probably, but I'll have them linked right here. I'll have my freshman year one and my middle school one. So if you're going in 9th grade or 8th grade, I'll have those videos for you and you can go watch them and see how I've evolved over the years with my advice. Peace out, home slices.